Oh, champ. I want to let y'all know that we was giving false information, gang. Big U has not been arrested at all. At all. At all. He wasn't arrested. Big U is on the run currently. Big U has not been arrested by no police, no feds. The man is currently on the run. Big U is not in no police custody. But you know who is in police custody? Luce Cannon, Bricc Baby, and a bunch of other Rolling 60s Crips members. All right. Now, there's a lot of false news going out here. The mayor does apologize in advance for telling you that Big U was arrested because he was not arrested whatsoever. But there has been false news put out here that Big U was arrested. Okay. They said they have not caught Big U. Big U is currently on the run. They also had a whole press conference stating that if you have information, on Big U and etc., you get the point. But Big U has not been put in police custody at all. Okay. But there's a huge thing going on right now. And the craziest thing is that yesterday you had Bricc Baby and you had Luce Cannon on No Jumper, all right? And they, for some reason, came together, all right, after Luce Cannon and Wack 100 went their separate ways for whatever reason. And Wack 100 is currently quiet, nowhere to be found right now because there's some weird stuff going on, all right? Just like Wack 100, for some reason, was absent when Luce Cannon's crib supposedly got raided. Run up these likes, smash the like, share video. This is from yesterday's No Jumper podcast. All right, where they had Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby up there for the first time ever. Run up these likes. This is kind of crazy.
Look, outside of that, the feds picked you up 2 times, right? You said the feds have picked you up on numerous occasions, right?
What part?
Lady
what time?
Fino,
Yeah. Okay, so look.
So
we're gonna elaborate and we're gonna respond to that. Yeah. No. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? Because when the same time they came and picked your ass up, right? They came and got Big Useless, right? And then they rolled on me.
Yeah.
So you already know the answer.
I don't know that they wrote on you. I'm telling you. I'm saying
we dealing with this
2 separate times. Okay, I hear you.
Okay, wait, hold on.
You're talking.
No, look
to them.
Okay, so listen.
You can't just say
Okay, no. So this is a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Bricc Baby hit me. Well, like
I know what's up.
Hold on. No, you want
on the play.
Yeah, on the play, right?
Yeah.
And then some dogs eat somebody, right? So they contact Bricc. They was like, Bricc, we need our shit back. Can you get it from this individual, right? Yeah. Which is me. Bricc hit me and was like, man, they ordered you up. I said, nigga, you about.
Hold on a second. So, someone said that Wack 100 got on Clubhouse an hour ago and said, I told you so. He saying he tried to warn Big U. That's cat, nigga. First of all, how are you privy to information about someone getting the feds put on them unless you're a policeman? Unless there's moles in the police force that you know personally because you are a confidential informant. How in the world would you have known to even tell someone, hey, the feds are coming, I just know it? Like, no, nigga. You were given information, which means you connected to something, some type of police. Just saying. We're going to get to Wack 100 in a few, but we're going to have to run the content from last night when these guys was on, No Jumper together for the first time ever. Crazy enough. Put up these likes, gang. Let's keep it going.
You about to be ordered up. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the conversation.
Yeah.
What happened? You get what I'm saying? Our interaction when getting to know each other. So Bricc found out what I do, and I found out what he do. You get what I'm saying? So next question.
Meanwhile, none of us know or need to know.
It was basically when I called, I say the play, but he know what I'm on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we argued, I think, when he said I'm about to get ordered up, because I think we had some words.
Yeah, we had some words and stuff like that.
What?
But you probably thought he was coming from a different place.
What I'm saying is, because, all right,
two birds in one stone, put it that way.
If I get his number from Big Bro, or however I reach you, I'm like, where, get me in contact with Cuz, boom. So, because I'm like, Big, I don't know that Cuz moving like this.
Let me pause this. So ABC7 just dropped something on the same exact thing. ABC7 just dropped something. You're gonna go to that video in a second. Run up these likes, man. Yeah, this is interesting. So again, whoever's saying Big U got arrested is lying. That's not facts. Big U has not been put into nobody's custody. The man is currently on the move. Okay. Now we know there's people who want someone they do not know in some type of federal custody, but this ain't true, gang. I'm gonna say that. Let's check out what the news is saying. Run up these likes, gang.
The massive raid took place in just the past 24 hours, and the charges range from racketeering to murder.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes is live in downtown LA. Joins us now with some of the details. Rob.
Yeah, it sounds like the Crips have been crimped. The FBI announcing that they made a sweeping bust of the Rolling 60s Crips gang, but are still looking for its longtime leader. Now, here's some Air 7 video from earlier this morning showing some of the alleged gang members being processed in tents at the FBI's Los Angeles office. Search warrants executed at 6 different locations today. Hundreds of agents and officers arresting 10 people. In all, 19 have been indicted. 4 were already in custody, so at least 5 more arrests are expected. But the search is on for the man they say has been heading up the local Crips gang for decades, Eugene Henley Jr. Investigators say he's been painting himself as an entertainment executive.
I ain't gonna lie, this kind of remind me of some Tookie Williams stuff, bro. Low key. This kind of low key remind me how they got Tookie Williams, and Tookie Williams became a prominent figure. Those are not. This kind of remind me of that. Now that again, they didn't catch Big U, by the way. But this is kind of giving like low key a Tookie Williams type of thing. Remember Tookie Williams? Yeah, I seen that. We're gonna get back to that. That reporter is a cornball, by the way. It looks like the Crips have been crippled. Good one, Bob. Knee slapper. Corny. That was corny, gang. Yeah, that was super corny. I ain't gonna lie. Let's continue though. Let's keep it going. My fault, gang.
Who's been giving back to the community with various charities, but they say in reality he's a violent criminal, the leader of the Crips, with a long list of crimes on his resume.
The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway.
Now, here's one more look at Henley. Again, he's on the loose. If you know where he is, you are urged to call the FBI. Now, prosecutors say right now Henley is charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a 20-year prison sentence, but that other charges may follow. Reporting live in downtown LA.
Let's get back to this cornball on the screen. First off, nigga. You gotta get back to this cornball, nigga. What you say, champ? What was that you said, gang?
Yeah, it sounds like the Crips have been crimped. The FBI announced
the Crips have been crimped. Nigga couldn't even like you a lame, bro. You lame. The Crips have been crimped. Shut up, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? Listen, man. Here's what I'm gonna say. Now, first off, obviously, you know, this man is on the run. He's on the run, whatever. But somebody said something. Somebody, ENTJ. Hold on. You said something. Somebody in the comments said something. He said, honestly, we are in the snitch era. Kendrick, TDE, Thug, Future need to watch out because Drake will snitch and get his get back. No, he's not. Let me tell you something. Leave Drake and Kendrick out of this conversation. Please and thank you. This don't got nothing to do with no Drake, Kendrick, Thug, Future, none of that. You know why? Because they not the ones in a Rico over some Rolling 60s Crip stuff in LA. They're not. I'll be honest. Because we once just leave Drake and Kendrick out of this conversation. This don't got nothing, and I mean nothing to do with them, bro. Kendrick is not gangbanging. Kendrick is not gangbanging. Future is not gangbanging. Thug is not gangbanging. What is Drake gonna do? Nothing. Nothing Drake can do. Okay? Just want to let you know. This has absolute zero to do with either of those people. And it don't got nothing to do with TDE either. This is a problem with the 60s gang. This is their problem. Okay? With the feds. Run up these likes. Let's get back to the other stuff, man. Yeah. This was just cornball behavior. So they're trying to paint Big U as like he's some type of incredibly dangerous threat to society. And again, this is kind of looking like some type of Tookie Williams type deal. It's like we witnessing it all over again, if you know what I mean. You know, so they demonized the man on TV. Said, hey, look, man, this guy is a dangerous spirit. Like, they're acting like bro is just a complete maniac. Feel me? Let's get to the other stuff, man. By the way, yeah, let's get off this one. We can get back to this no jumper nonsense with Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon. By the way, they're trying to put out propaganda too on Big U, talking about Big U is responsible for Nipsey, and that's not facts neither. That's also a lie. It's not true. That is false information. Run up these likes though, gang.
This so when I tap in, he's like, man, that's what Cuz do. I'm like, oh yeah. And they basically telling Cuz the same shit. I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's why they want me to go get it from Cuz, because can't nobody else get it from Cuz. I'm like, this one, you ain't gonna be able to get back without you gotta come with some cash. You get what I'm saying? But either way it go. I get what you said. Yeah.
Here's the video where they trying to say something crazy, by the way. This video, this one, this is where they try. So Wack 100 actually coerced Luce Cannon to say this about Big U. This is not true. This is false information. All right? Because people kept saying, oh, this is what Big U gets for Nipsey. No. Nipsey situation ain't got nothing to do with Big U. Nipsey's situation got to do with Shitty Cuz and Nipsey. Nipsey called Shitty Cuz a rat, and Shitty Cuz went and smoked Nipsey. That's a fact. That's what happened. Shitty Cuz was mad because Nipsey said that Shitty Cuz was a rat to his face. Shitty Cuz felt disrespected. Shitty Cuz went and clapped Nipsey. What does that have to do with Big U? Nothing. So Wack 100 uses Luce Cannon, extorts Luce Cannon. You look at how Wack is looking at Luce Cannon. This is extortionary tactics. What you watching is extortion. He's forcing this man to push false propaganda on somebody who's official to make him look bad to the rest of the world, because he's not official. And these are facts. Look at this nonsense. This is what they push.
And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick. So I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him to call you this guy? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? What fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey,
so Wack is pretending like he don't know what he's talking about. But this is the narrative that Wack want him to push. This what was this last year? This was like last year, the year before. You feel me? He says, I don't think Nip said it in a disrespectful way. I believe Nip probably told Shitty Cuz he needs to get straightened out about being accused of snitching. You could believe what you want. Being there and what you say is two different things. From my understanding, Nipsey kind of pressed him about the whole snitch thing, from what I'm being told. that's a Shitty Cuz and Nipsey situation. Shitty Cuz did that on his own accord. Nobody told Shitty Cuz to do anything to Nipsey. Shitty Cuz did what he did to Nipsey because Shitty Cuz felt the type way about what Nipsey said to him. Now, this nonsense is propaganda. And he's lying, talking about he could have stopped. You couldn't have stopped anything, nigga, because you're not a Rolling 60s Crip. But because you are online shouting out Rolling 60s Crip, the feds don't give a damn about what you, if you official or not. The feds don't care. Once they see you online tracking this, guess what? You're going to get pulled into the bunch, champ. They're going to say, oh, okay, he must be a member. The feds don't care who's an official Rolling 60s member. If you online throwing up the signs, talking about your ties and all this nonsense, you're going to get put in the bunch, champ. Facts. You did? Run up these likes, smash the like shit video. Come on, man.
See, and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because.
So now he pretending like Big U told him that Nip was gonna get unalive. That's cap. More cap. This is the same guy who couldn't tell you who put him on to Rolling 60s Crip. He never told who his big homie was. You also seen 1090 Jake do similar things. Couldn't tell you who his big homie was. So he's falsifying his gang ties. But guess what? The feds don't believe that you was falsifying your gang ties. The feds believe you are Rolling 60s Crip. You got a Yankee hat on, which is a neighborhood Crip hat. That's what the police looking at. The feds looking at that like, oh, and he's on No Jumper too, and Bricc Baby's also a Rolling 60s Crip. Okay. There you go. All right. Feds don't give a damn about none of that other stuff. Like, oh, he wasn't a fake member. This nigga's jacking it. We're closing in, champ. He's getting arrested. We're closing in. They don't care, bro. Once you put yourself into position and you do jacking the set, the feds believe that that's what you are. Just saying. Let's keep this nonsense going.
The homie Shitty double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough. And then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like, I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had.
They
had a fight like a week before that. When they had a fight, you know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You get what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get high.
So it was already some friction there.
Yeah, it was already friction because of like some police telling shit
and y'all bozos believe this nigga. This nigga been lying the whole time. This was a whole play set up by Wack. This nigga is lying, bro. The nigga was lying. See, so I'm saying this before because I already seeing people be like, oh, Big U, oh, well, Luce kid. No. And just because he got locked up don't make him official neither, though. Understand that, too. Well, he did get booked into Rico. That don't mean nothing. What does that mean? Anybody could get booked into Rico. As long as you was trying to jack it and you was online talking this nonsense like it was cool, the feds was watching the entire time. Salute to the homie Shorty Nick. Wack literally steered the whole combo. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So now Wack done set you up to get. So Wack done set you up because now that you even went on here a lot about hearing about Nipsey getting unalived, which automatically, low key, the police are gonna try to tie you to that now because you said it. The cops are gonna try to. The feds are gonna try to. They might try to connect you to that in some way, or they're gonna ask some questions because they definitely like when you get arrested. Oh yeah. They're gonna bring you in for questioning for sure. Please believe. Like that's a must. Like if you ever been arrested before, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of crime you did, they're gonna ask you some questions. Yeah, they're gonna give you the option. Now this is a federal case. I don't know. When you get arrested in general, like depending on what you did, they're gonna ask you, we have some questions for you. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going.
And
now let me ask you something, bro, because I know you. See, you don't say nothing. You kind of like me in a way. You don't say nothing unless.
But the homies know. So it's like, It's not like I'm saying.
Hey, that alone, the fact that he called 30 minutes prior to the shit supposed to be taking transpire, make a nigga.
Shut up, nigga. You don't even know what the hell happened. Shut up. You wasn't there. You wasn't there. Shut up. You wasn't there. Facts over fiction. We not about to lie. Oh man. Yeah, Luce Cannon is not a part of this game, man. He's not. He's a liar. They said Wack 100 said something. I'm about to go look real quick. What did Wack say? Because it should be on YouTube by now, I would assume. We gotta look at the police, nigga. Look at the cops. That's what we need to look at the police, man. Where's this Wack 100 stuff at? Let me look for today. I gotta look at it. And if y'all got a link, hit me with a link on Instagram or something too at the same time. You did. But they said he was on Clubhouse and that the guy said that I warned Big U. Nigga, how if you warned Big U, then that would make you a rat. Because how in the world would you even know that? How would you know that this guy is going to be arrested? Which month he's going to be arrested is insane. Unless you're a policeman. There's no such thing as, hey, I just knew off the top of my head that this would come one day. No such thing as coincidences, gang. No such thing as a coincidence. Sorry, champ. That's not how life works. All right. Okay. Fame or clout. Wack 100 responds to Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon's federal. All right. Salute to Fame or clout. I believe this looks like Death of a Clout Chaser to me. I'm pretty sure that's him. We're gonna get to that video in just a second, man. Make sure you're running up to like sharing the video, but we gotta get to the real. We ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? Big U did not get arrested once again. The man is currently not arrested. On the run, quote unquote. They trying to say that he's armed and dangerous and he's the most dangerous person of like how the news be doing it. Put up these likes though, man. Salute to Fame or clout. I'm about to share this with y'all in a second. Give me 2 seconds. Oh man. Yeah, this is getting crazy, man. Salute to Fame or clout. We gonna run the video, man. All right.
Okay, so yeah, man, Wack 100 responded to this. We gonna play that audio in a second, but this is the press release from the U.S. government attorney's office, right? And this is coming out of California. It says a longtime leader of the South Los Angeles-based Rolling 60s Crip street gang, who also is an entertainer, entrepreneur, self-proclaimed community activist, has been charged in federal complaint alleging he ran a criminal enterprise that committed a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, in the 2021 murder of aspiring rap musician. The Justice Department announced today Eugene Henley Jr., 58, aka Big U, of Hyde Park neighborhood of South Los Angeles, is charged in a complaint with conspiracy to violate racketeering, influence, and corruption organization RICO Act. The 2 others alleged members in the criminal enterprise, Sylvester Robertson, aka V, of Northridge, and Mark Martin, 50, aka Bear Claw, of the Beverlywood area of Los Angeles, were arrested today in the same criminal complaint which Henley is charged. And they also saying in here, right, they were saying that they use a lot of social media, a lot of podcast information in order to get this case done. And it's crazy, y'all. You know, we've been seeing.
Of course, they use podcasts and social media information. Of course. Everything you say online is being recorded. Just assume these things. Especially if you're a gang member. Especially if you're a gang member. The smartest thing 50 Cent did was said, I do not gang bang, I'm not gang. And then he denounced himself. He denounced himself with any type of gang, criminal organization type of dealings in the public eye. These niggas was just saying everything. Bricc Baby was crashing out. He was saying way too much. I ain't gonna lie. You can't blame Adam 22 for other people's actions. I'm gonna say that. Adam 22 is a POS. I despise Adam 22, but you can't blame Adam 22 for other people's actions. Is what I will say. But you could blame Adam 22 for co-signing these actions for views. You could say that, maybe. Adam 22 is not the cops. Neither is Vlad. Y'all keep thinking that. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, though. The real police, it's funny because the real police is the Negroes, shit. It's Wack 100. It's niggas like academics and Wack who be doing police stuff online. Vlad ain't really doing no police stuff, bro. Vlad is an actual DJ or used to DJ once upon a time. Does Vlad annoy people? Does Vlad ask crazy questions? Yes, but Vlad is not the feds. Neither is Adam 22. I'm telling you. I promise you. If you want to know how I know, join the Discord. I'll tell you exactly how. I can tell you word for word how they not. And I can tell you who is. You don't hear Adam 22 and Vlad talking about, hey, you're going to have a Rico case coming your way, by the way, in like a month or two. You don't hear them saying that. You be hearing people like academics and Wack say these things. You don't hear Adam saying none of this, and you don't hear Vlad saying none of this. So who's really on police time in here? I'm just asking. You got to think for yourself. Stop thinking that just because people is a certain color or race, that it means something. It don't mean nothing, bro. It don't mean anything. But let's get back to the video. Run up these likes, gang.
Seeing some of the rolling 60s, you know, neighborhood card on the internet for quite a bit of time, and a bunch of them being targeted by the police, probably for some of the stuff that they've been saying on social media, as well as I guess some things that the people are saying in the streets. Because if you indict 19 people, believe me, there's somebody who's been picked up before and that's talking. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about these crimes and how they was organized, etc. Right? But I'm gonna get to the content. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. Let's get it.
We can't afford. Nah, y'all gotta hold up because the murder was 2021. I'm pretty sure that the people ran that DNA, and I'm pretty sure it was a hit. But he was working the Sue Surf them case. We got all that work. It was 14 of them. Big U, one of the ones, they named him as a gang leader and all that shit. And when they came and served the indictments 2 weeks later, everybody was there but him. His name was the only one gone. Everybody went to jail.
It's so crazy because the magnifying glass
Here we got
on him.
Operation
We on there?
Drawdown.
Let's do it.
Operation
Good
Drawdown.
morning. I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles.
Listen, you got this guy saying he got to work on this. He's talking about Sue Surf case. So Sue Surf is a Rolling 60s Crip member out of New Jersey, out there in Newark. He's a battle rapper. A lot of people know about Sue Surf. Sue Surf is also connected to Big U because obviously he got sanctioned. He's a sanctioned Rolling 60 in Jersey, whatever the case may be. Wack trying to say that he had some type of ties to that claim or some nonsense, whatever the case may be. From what I hear, Sue Surf is actually supposed to get out soon anyway. That's what I heard. But yeah, and this is this nigga's a cop, bro. This nigga's a cop. How you the only person who got all this stuff? Nobody else got it. You a cop, man. You are a cop. All right. You also gotta understand, man, when it comes to these gangs like Bloods and Crips, there's different Bloods and Crips. All Crips and Bloods are not the same, bro. all Crips and Bloods are not the same. Don't put them in one box because you got a lot of Crips that do not rock with each other. You got a lot of Bloods that do not rock with each other. Don't just say it's just the Crip. No, this is the Rolling 60s Crips, gang. And the Rolling 60s Crips is one of the biggest Crip sets in the entire world. The Rolling 60s Crips is a big set. It has always been a big set, bro. Biggest Crip set, no, that's known. That's a very popular set. That's a set that a lot of people know of, especially when you got Nipsey, Hussle, and other prominent people jacking the set. Just saying. Let's keep it going.
Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise that engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities. And today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our community safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen.
Okay. Tyler Fleming says Big U time has come. Finally, LA knows what he did, and now he can't be protected anymore. What did he do, champ? What did he do? Are you from LA, champ? By the way, are you from LA? And what exactly did he do, champ? I want to know what he did. That's what I do. I want to know exactly what he. Tell me what he did, champ. Let's continue.
Men and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the Rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South.
Bro ain't got nothing to do with Nip. Yo, listen, Nipsey's situation had to do with him and Shitty Cuz situation. I'm gonna say it again. Shitty Cuz was mad because Nipsey said that he was a snitch. He came back and he clapped Nipsey, bro. It's as simple as that. Apparently, Nipsey had a situation confused about Shitty Cuz, all right, and said, hey, Nipsey checked him about it in front of the marathon store. He's like, hey, listen, you a rat. Boom. You come back, boom. That's how it is. All right. But at the same time, it's like you got people making stories up to paint narratives on people that they don't like. Big U stopped rocking with Wack 100 because Wack 100 did that interview with 6ix9ine. Nobody was jacking it, and that was a weird interview too. That was kind of the start of his whole snitch stuff. The start of the snitch stuff and the police allegations started to come around that time. You dig? That's what I'm saying. Joe said, how you know you from the West? Nigga, I got plenty of people that's out West, and I know niggas that's in the 60s. What are you talking about? I know quite a few people that's in the 60s, champ. Yeah, you're right. I do. I don't have to be from the West to know, and I don't have to be from the West to speak on it either, because, nigga, it's kind of global knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Where are you from, champ? Let me get you out of here. You blazing. Hold on. You got Frank in your mouth. I gotta get you right. Hold on, gang. Let me get you together. Where you at, champ? Let me find you. First, I gotta find you though. You a weirdo. You one of them Clubhouse people. You one of them bums from Clubhouse. See you in the gym, gang. Yeah. Talk to your shadow. I can't hear you, gang. You in the gym. It's hard to hear you from the gym, champ. Speak a little louder, all right? Speak a little louder, gang. I can't hear you. So voices, don't forget he got mad at Nip because Nip wouldn't let him Ipsto. Whoa. Hey, that's a whoa. I don't know nothing about that, champ. I don't know what information that is. I haven't heard about that. I'll be honest with you, champ. I don't. You feel me? Salute to DC. This is someone with common sense. Listen, the man likes people who got common sense. It's called the internet, right? Everyone knows. That's right, champ. You tell that Glazer he got to speak a little louder in the weight room. We can't hear him. I can't hear you, champ. Your shoulders is getting stronger. I can't hear you, gang. Run up these likes, man.
South LA-based charity, Developing Options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life in our communities. And today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our community safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who...
Okay. Let me get this off the screen. To be honest, right? To be upfront, to be honest, like, there's too many narratives that have been spun, bro. Too many narratives that have been spun, bro. You got people like Hassan Campbell, as mook as he is. He's a mook YouTuber. Like Hassan Campbell, if y'all don't know, that nigga's mook, bro. Nigga's a certified mook who enjoyed Bambaataa doing things to his buns, all right? That's a fact, right? He enjoyed Bambaataa's Frank inside him, Jim, and that's a fact, all right? Liars like that who make stuff up saying, yeah, you shut up. You were the one that got Nipsey hit. Like, yo, shut up, bro. We don't even know what you're talking about. Shut up. Shut up, nigga. You're a mook YouTuber and you a weirdo. All right? This is just a fact. I don't give a damn, nigga. You enjoyed Bambaataa. You enjoyed Bam in your buns, champ. You did. You enjoyed it, champ. You loved every minute of it, champ. All right? Give him grace, man. F Hassan. I'm not giving this bum grace. Another bozo. I'm not giving that yellow pelican any grace, nigga. You like your buns clapped. All right? You let some weirdo who DJs with shades and a goddamn ostrich on his neck play with your buns, champ, and you liked it, nigga. You liked every second. You liked every second of the diddles, champ. You did, champ. You enjoyed the DJ diddles of Bambaataa, nigga. I said it. I don't give a damn. F Hassan, nigga. You're a weirdo. I'm not giving this nigga no grace. Nigga, you be talking about people's unalive kids, nigga. What grace should I give you? I'll give you nothing, nigga. You like Bam Franks, nigga. You like Franks by Bam, nigga. You got a whole 12-pack in your fridge somewhere. All right? Franks by Bam, nigga. You got a whole 12-pack of Bam Franks somewhere located in your fridge door, nigga. Okay? And I'll tell you that straight up. This nigga's a 5'3" mook. He's not gonna do nothing to nobody, and he's a weirdo. That's why he got clapped by a child, nigga. That's why a child clapped him outside the Bronx River Projects, nigga. You got clapped by a child, nigga, because he was wilding and drunk as hell outside the Bronx River Projects. That's what you get, champ. That's what happens. Stop being a bozo, nigga. You a hip hop mook and a weirdo and a clout chaser. All right, that be the problem. That be the problem. Yeah, he really got popped on. It was a kid who did it. Yeah, he got his stars popped and he got popped for real, nigga. How about that? Yeah. Stop spreading lies and BS, nigga. You're lying. You're not telling the truth. Straight like that. Like, seriously, bro. We just gotta be honest about the situation. You feel me? But yeah, man. I mean, that's tough for the 60s though. That's unfortunate, man. It's an unfortunate situation, man. Listen, man. Maybe Big U will never get caught whatsoever. He might never get caught, bro. Is everything they saying about Big U necessarily true? No, that don't make it true. At the same time, listen, they could say a lot of things, man. They could say you did some stuff that you didn't do. They're also allowed to do that, right? They have to prove this in the court. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been found guilty on anything, but they are waiting a trial because they're going to the feds. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bro? I'm not even paying you to mind in the chat. Some of y'all just be saying stuff because y'all don't like certain people. That's weird. You dig? What do you think Nipsey would say, nigga? I don't know. That nigga's not here no more. I'm really not. I'm not here to speak for somebody who's not here. So I can't answer your question, champ. Because I can't speak for somebody I don't know. I've never met Nipsey, don't know Nipsey, bro. So I couldn't answer that question. He seemed like a very stand-up and solid individual based on the things that I've, heard about him and seen him do. Seems like a great guy who was trying to save his neighborhood and put it in the right direction, right? Which is good, which is cool, man. That's a great thing. You don't get too many Nipsey Hussles, man. Nipsey was a special type of person, man. You're not gonna get too many Nipsey Hussles who would do what he did. So just for the mere fact that he did do what he did, you gotta give Nipsey his kudos because not everybody's doing that, man. Feel me? So you don't get too many Nipseys. Joey Frick says Hassan beefing with Mano because he wants him to manhandle him. That's a fact. Yeah, Hassan wants Mano to do him like Bambaataa did him. He wants Mano to put him in a figure four leg lock in a different way. Yeah, he wants Mano to put him in a pretzel, nigga. Hassan talk about Mano because he got a crush on Mano. That nigga's move. Facts. Yeah. Shaquille Sunflower. Yeah, bro. Like what? Like, yeah, like, bro, what kind of questions y'all be asking, bro? You feel me, bro? I'm kind of lost. Bro said, what do you think, Nip? Bro, he's not here no more. How would I be speaking for someone who's not here and I don't even know him? Oh, champ. Yeah, I gotta get it together, man. Salute to Alan Drew, who says, you think Wack been working this whole time? I do. I can't wait for paperwork to come out. I believe he has something to do with this, but I also believe that niggas like Bricc Baby are insane for saying the things that they say on social media. I think they're insane for saying that. I think that Luce Cannon was used as a tool to promote fake propaganda on Big U. And he evidently he did get himself caught up in that because he was a liar, talking about he was 6'0". He can't tell you who put him on the set, but was shouting it out. But apparently the feds collected a lot of data of those guys saying things online, on podcasts, of them incriminating themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So Bricc Baby is a moron. And of course, Rebo Luce Cannon is also a moron. That's all we can say here, right about now. You feel what I'm saying? So they have said a lot of nonsense online. And people did say, look, eventually there was gonna be somebody getting caught up on no jumper. We did say that. A lot of people believe that. I mean, and you have the right to believe that based on what we seen. If niggas is continuously trying to incriminate themselves or saying insane things online and they're part of the game, well, you kind of open that door, low key. You kind of open that door for a case to be built eventually, right? You dig? Nasty work. Sorge Goros says Vlad and Adam are just some typical white boys you can't trust. Will they tell if the people put the slightest pressure? Absolutely. Are they the popo? No. I believe that. I believe that DJ Vlad and Adam 22 would tell if the police were to ask them questions. Yes, them niggas is telling they not built for this. Adam especially is telling. Adam is not a fighter. He's like a 6'3" or 6'4" cornball. Like, he's not nobody that's gonna do anything crazy. Adam might be 6'3" or 6'4", but Adam can't fight. Adam don't know how to throw his hands. Adam probably never really hurt anybody for real. Besides the minors that he had, besides the minors that he did things with, he hasn't hurt anybody that I know of. Except for the minors that they say he was with. That's about it. But them niggas will definitely tell. They ain't gonna tell. Hell yeah, they gonna tell. Adam? Vlad already got hands, feet, legs, knees, and toes put on him by Rick Ross' entourage back in 2009. You dig? You feel me? So yeah. Those tall white guys is they'll definitely tell. They civilians, man. Adam is a civilian, even though he puts himself in nonsense. DJ Vlad is also a civilian. He's gonna call the police on you before the feds even get to him. He probably call the police himself. I'm just saying. You dig? But all in all, guys, if you hear someone say Big U got arrested, it's not true. Until you hear the news say that they caught Big U, then he got caught. But as of right now, Big U is not in federal custody. He's not in anyone's police custody. He's currently not in custody. He hasn't been arrested. You dig? Hasn't been arrested. Alan Drew says, I really don't like Wack, Ack, Flacco, Jake. Well, that's good. I don't like any of those people either. Especially Flacco, man. Can't stand that. Can't stand Flacco. Shorty Nick says, LOL, he sued Ross and got $250K and started a website. There you go. That's what Vlad did. Yep, he sued Rick. He caught the legs, shoulders, knees, and toes game. What can I say? Got that lawsuit after he got beat on. That's how it went. Used the money to build a conglomerate of interviews for the rest of his career. You know? So yeah. But all in all, in honesty, like, this is interesting. This is wild. The mayor will update you on anything further. All right, but as of right now, Big U has not been arrested. If they say he has, make sure it's NBC or something. Make sure it's a valid source who's saying it, because unfortunately, there is word going around that Big U was arrested when he wasn't, and they even said that they have not caught Big U. So there you go. Run up these likes, smash the like button, share the video. We got more content later. Make sure you tap in. All right. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Join the Discord. Discord link is in the chat if you're trying to talk to the mayor further about certain things. Okay. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.